And Bhanu, I think you have got the feedback what Anand has given it to you.
Yes, yes.
So in the business case, I think we need to clearly mention what is the nature of the business. Why are we doing this project? What are the consequences of not doing it? So we have already mentioned the specification at the top that we want to reach from 15 minutes to 10 minutes. However, in the problem statement, we can't see anywhere that it is mentioned that we are currently at 15 minutes. What is the impact that the turnaround time it's going to have it on the customer? So that needs to be added, because problem statement should have 4W1H, and we can see some 20 minutes here, so that is not required. Because the current problem says that we are at 15 minutes. I think goal statement is you have added from 3 minutes. So again, I think you have used a unit which is nowhere mentioned by the example I gave. So if you could have mentioned, I think you started off well. The goal is to reduce the HP. I think that is correct. From 15 minutes to 10 minutes. Okay. And good that you mentioned by July, which is the timelines. Okay. The other stuff that you mentioned, weekly process development meeting, all these stuff are part of the projects, or maybe these are some hygiene factors. So this is not required. Goal statement should only mention the SMART abbreviation that we talked about: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timer. Okay. So all these second point and third point is not required. Milestone, as mentioned by Anand, it should have defined till control, the start date and the end date. Okay. When are we going to start with define? When are we going to end? Okay, that is the milestone. Need improve FCR greater than 90. I don't know where we have got this number from. It is nowhere discussed. So milestone is not the goal statement. Milestone is that how are we going to talk about? So it's like a project plan. Okay. It's not a detailed project plan, but yes, it is as per the defined till control. In scope, out scope is what are the different teams. So for example, in this particular business case study that I have given, your in scope could be only north and south regions. Okay. Your in scope could be only pertaining to 1 or 2 processes. Okay. Your out scope could be remaining processes. And in the team, we should mention that who's a project sponsor, who's a project champion, who's a project leader, who's the mentor, who's the team member. Okay. Wherein we talk about last time in the army also. So that's how we need to prepare a business case. So I couldn't see that effective business case. Honestly, I'm being very honest, because that is not. So forget about the effectiveness, Bhanu. It is not as per what is the business requirement. I think the numbers were not what was mentioned or what was there. So I think new numbers were added. So I want to ask somebody else now who has done it now, wants to show it, apart from Anand, who has already given the feedback. So
yeah, Simarpreet, I have not done with Excel, but I have noted down in the second.
So whatever form you have prepared it, Vasu, if you want to present it, uh, it's okay. Or if you want to take time, then also it's fine.
Should I stop, Simar?
Yes, thanks, Bhanu. Thanks very much. I think you have got the feedback, correct?
Yes. I got.
Simar, I have written it in my notebook. If you are okay with it, I can spell it out.
Piyush, yeah, I was calling your name, but I think you were not able to hear me.
Yeah,
you were
I was disconnected. I was disconnected for a moment, but I'm able to connect just now.
No problem. So Piyush, you want to come next?
Yeah. So shall I start?
Yes. Please go ahead.
Okay. So the business case is
you want to present Piyush? You want to
no, I have
present
written
what you
notebook.
I want somebody who has written it, so that I think it is better for the audience also. So
yes,
so I think Ratna, are you done now? Can you go ahead and present?
Simarpreet, this is Kishore. I have done the project charter, but I am unable to log in through my laptop. So I have shared in the group the image of the project charter. Can you check it?
I think if all can refer it, then I'm okay. So I think you can start. Go ahead.
I have given the business case as improve the productivity of injection molded components in the business case. And in the opportunity statement, I have given the improvement of the production rate and reduce the component manufacturing cost.
But I think that was not the problem statement that I talked about. I gave all of you two scenarios. One is the improving the turnaround time. And
Yeah,
second,
that is what I have taken the injection molded components. In the goal statement, you can see reduce the cycle time from 15 minutes to 10 minutes. So you have given me this thing as a one project as reduce the cycle time from 15 minutes to 10 minutes. So I have taken a case of an injection molded component
okay,
where the cycle time would be from 15 minutes to reduce it to 10 minutes.
okay,
So the business impact would be reduce the manufacturing cost of the product. And in scope, it is the components manufactured for the battery from the month of January to June would be the in scope. And the out of scope would be the other components which are molded in the same factory.
okay,
And the project team sponsor would be the managing director. Champion would be the quality manager. Project leader is me. And the team members are the operators and the supervisors.
So let me give you a feedback, and I think all of you can refer it to. This would help us to prepare an effective project charter. So in the business case, Kishore, it is quite essential to mention the nature of the business that we are into, so that if somebody looks at it for the first time, he should be able to relate that what are we talking about. So I think that's missing here. It doesn't talk about the nature of the business that we deals in. Second, there is nowhere mentioned of the why it is required to do this project at the moment, such as that turnaround time or cycle time is very high, and which is leading to a lot of customer escalation, or which is leading to a lot of complaint from the customers. Okay, and if you do not work on this customer escalation, or if you do not work on the cycle time, or do not work on the average handling time, we end up losing the business, or we end up getting a very high cost. So that is what you could have mentioned. So remember, when we talk about last time, the business case has to be so strong enough so that the person who's the sponsor or the champion should look at it and gives a go ahead that yes, go ahead and do the project. So that's how the business case it should be. If I look at your opportunity statement, you mentioned the impact of the pain is improve the production rate and reduce the component manufacturing cost. So I think that is not our opportunity statement. We are not trying to improve the production rate here. Our key metric is the turnaround time. Yes,
Shall we go one by one? As you said, the business case initially, what he has mentioned, I just want to can we write in the business case as to meet a customer need, and customer need, if not meeting the requirement, we lose business, and the what impact in the business is, it will increase the revenue, like that.
Yes. So if we have the fact and figures ready, wherein we can do certain calculations that if this is not being addressed, we may end up losing these kind of revenue. Or on the other side, you can also mention that with the help of this project, we end up earning X amount of revenue. So you can mention either both ways. Yeah. So both can help.